Hi guys, it's Jessica here with some Dolly updates. It's been kind of a stressful week. I've got some health things going on. Tomorrow actually I'm going in for just a little minor procedure to have a biopsy. They found something on my abdominal ultrasound that I had earlier this month. And so, I mean, there's a good chance that it's going to be nothing and everything will just be fine, that I'll just be a little sore for a day. I did take the full day off. I took Tuesday off and Wednesday off from work just in case I'm not feeling great. I wanted to give myself a little bumper. So, and I'm trying to keep myself busy so that I don't dwell on things and just let it eat at me, because that doesn't help you. It doesn't help you to do that. And it's easier said than done, though, to just not think about it and not worry about it. So in the evenings when I get home from work, I work on doll stuff because it helps to kind of wind down and focus on something positive. And yesterday, or no, today's Monday, so Saturday, I got home from work and there was a doll that had arrived. I'll give you a hint. If you're on my Instagram, you already know. This is the DollShe body that I have been waiting for since May. So I finished paying her off in September, and somebody told me that DollShe doesn't start working on the order until it's paid off, but I have heard from other people that they do. So I don't know if it was just since September when I paid her off, then that wasn't very long at all. What is that, like 2.5 months? But at any rate, I'll show you this new girl. So she's a very big girl, so I have to back up so you can see her. She is DollShe 26F body. So this is the newer body for Osley Love and, is it Aubrey? Maybe it's Osley Beauty. Osley and Aubrey are the female sculpts. But I ordered the body for this gal here. This is a twiggling ingenue head that was casted by DollShe in their pale tan resin in 2012. So I got this head off of DOA back in May, and obviously I loved her, and I knew the probability of being able to get a twiggling body with this resin color was probably slim to none. And this body was on sale at the time and had the right measurements, and so I went for it, you know, fingers crossed that this was going to be a hybrid that I liked. And I have to admit, when I first opened her up and put the head on, it was probably maybe a half an hour of kind of looking at her and putting on some different clothes and just being kind of not sure what I thought of it. And what I had to do was stop having this expectation that it was going to be a twiggling body, because it's not a twiggling body. It's a female body, but it's a different aesthetic, it's a different look. And once I started working with that instead of against it, I very quickly fell in love. She's got this very long, lanky build. She has these kind of sassy poses that she can get into, and I'm I totally love her. I'm so happy with her. So her name is Uma, and I had named her Uma before the body had come in, and it is only solidified that I want to call her Uma. The body is just really, really gorgeous. I'm pretty happy with the resin match. It's not 100%, but from 5 years apart, they're not the same batch, obviously. I think I'm pretty happy with the match. So pretty happy with the hybrid. It's always, I mean, waiting that amount of time and paying, even though she was on sale, it's still a lot of money just to kind of on a guess and a hope. But I'm super happy. So if any of you out there were thinking about this hybrid, there's more pictures on my Instagram too. I think it's a great hybrid. So I should try my other heads on. I'll do that at some point. I'll try at the Pieta head and my Elbe. Elbe is off being painted by Fitzwig right now, but I'll try on the different heads. Of course, the resin match won't be great, but you'll get an idea for how the heads look on this body if you were looking to do a hybrid situation. So because this body is actually on sale again, I think through the end of the month. DollShe is having a sale through the end of the month. And I really love DollShe bodies. I have the 28M classic male body, and I absolutely love him. I want another one of those bodies. I'm having a hard time resisting. I keep going back and looking at Angsty Penguin's videos, or not video. Well, she does have a video actually, but her ads on DOA for her Kunzi David, he's on that body and he's gorgeous. So I keep looking at him. Yeah, I'm super happy with this gal. I'll go ahead and take off her clothes. So Dolly nudity ahead. I'll take off her clothes so you guys can get to see her. I did not do a box opening video because I was very tired and I just wanted to open her and kind of not do the whole production. But I think in a lot of ways this is kind of nicer because now I've gotten to know her a little bit and I can talk about her with a little more instead of that first like, oh, what do I do with you? I don't know what to do with you type of I did figure out that she has a very different style from she rejected so many of the things that maybe I put on my other twiglings, and she just was not about it. It's not like she looked ugly in it, but I could just tell it wasn't her style, and she wasn't happy with it. And that was part of it too. Was I was trying to just treat her like what I wanted her to be instead of what she was. Okay, so Dolly nudity. I think that her boobs are not the very biggest, but the in-between. So I'm pretty sure that there's 3 different ones. So she's the in-between bust size, and I actually really like them a lot. I think that they're pretty. They've got a nice, they're not balloon boobs like some of the minifee, the moe just are huge, which, you know, they look good in a corset, that push-up look. But I like these. I think they will look good in any sort of corsets or anything where you want that cleavage, but they look natural too without. I do foresee her in what I would call the style, I call it more of a hippie style, late 60s, early 70s hippie style. I think a lot of people, I think these days it's called boho or bohemian is the, I'll see things and they'll say, oh, boho style. And I'm like, oh, okay, I call that hippie. But the names for fashions change. It's kind of funny. But I do see her in blouses. This blouse actually, you know, is very peasant blouse type of look, and that really suited her well. I'd like to make her some blouses like this that are pretty sheer, more really see-through. I really want to show off her boobs. But I'll go ahead and show you, she's just beautiful. You know, she's a much more long, lanky girl than the Twiggling bodies. Feet are much bigger. They're much bigger. Finding shoes for her are going to be a challenge, but they're so beautiful. Her feet are just gorgeous. I just love the sculpting. Look at those nails. Really, really gorgeous. Same with her hands. I love the sculpting in her hands. I'm going to try to get a hold. I kind of assumed from the ad it looked like she was going to come with the other styles of hands, and she was going to come with heel feet and heel legs. They kind of had, they didn't have an option to choose or not choose them, but they had a picture of it in her ad, and I did kind of assume that those things were going to be coming because the pictures of them were there. And usually if they're an extra option that you have to pay for, there'll be a drop-down menu that offers you to put them on or not. I'll contact them to make sure they weren't supposed to be included, and if not, then I'll go ahead and order them. And hopefully the match will be, that's the thing too. It's like, I know this is a dark resin, and that the batches can change, so I hope that the match won't be too off, since it'll be a different batch. So she's got the silicone plugs, or silicone kips, like my 28M classic body does. I'll show you in there. She's got them in her knees, though those are harder to show. Oh, one of them came off. Some of her kips have come out, and I need to go in and replace them. There's a couple missing out of her neck, and they did send extra. Yeah, she's missing. The kips in her knees are actually not there. There's a hole for them. Yeah, so you can see that there's a hole in her. Each there's a hole, 2 holes here and 2 holes here where the kips go. But she is a really solid stander and sitter, and she can kind of do some different poses too, where she's leaning. Oh, of course she's not on the camera. It's really hard because she's such a big doll, so I have to be way back here in order to get so you can see her. So yeah, I'm super happy with her. She's a really gorgeous doll, really gorgeous hybrid. And I love how the string, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the string is dark brown? They did that with my tan guy too. He came with that. The only thing I would say, I'm really appreciative that the color is so nice. I do wish it was thicker. I think these are big dolls. I think the line needs to be a lot thicker than this. So I have this out. I have this out because I'm going to restring that new Twiggling body that I got. It needs to be sueded and restrung, but you can just see the difference, how much thicker this is than this. So I need to look around and see if I can order some colored string for her. Okay, I'm gonna get her dressed real quick. Okay, we're back again. Got some clothes on. These pants are a pair of pants that I made for my twiggling dolls, and they were always a little too big, kind of loose in the waistband, and they fit her really perfectly, actually, just really nicely. She can sit in them without butt crack, and the style, they're like these boot cut jeans, and like her hippie style that she has, they were really perfect. As soon as I put those on her, I was like, okay, now I know what you need. This necklace it came with one of my long sole robes outfits. This was the necklace that came with it, which I never really thought went with it. It didn't seem to go with it color or theme wise. It seemed kind of random. So Uma got to steal it. This little blouse is actually one from a set that Grievous Girl sent me. The rest of the set is way too small. It's more for like Delph and Feeble 60 girls. It's actually snug on them too. It's meant for a really slim, like 57 centimeter girl. But she looks really good in the peasant blouse style. Really like it. Okay, yeah, super happy with Uma. I'm just loving this girl. She's so solid. The body is just so nice. Resin color. This body, as far as seam lines and things like that go, she's got them, but she's really well done. I'm not overly bothered by the seams that she does have. I can't remember. I don't think I had started working on this on my video that I did last week. I made a little corset for this girl. So this is my Lillycat Cerisedolls sleeping ombre head, and she stole this Dalzone Carter. I don't remember the numbers of the body. It's a Dalzone Carter, I think 29 centimeter body, and she stole it immediately, pretty much, and I absolutely love her. I'm just such a fan of her on this body. She's becoming, I've actually been calling her Luna, and that came from the fact that I was like, oh, I have a moon. I have a Lillycat moon now. So I decided to start calling her Luna. So I'm not sure, character-wise, what the deal is or what's going to happen there, but I've just been feeling very, very inspired by her. So I made her this corset, and I could have made it a little bit bigger in the back because there's a pretty wide gap back there. I need a silicone kip for her neck because her neck always wants to snap around to the side like that. The string's probably twisted up. But yeah, it was definitely really challenging sewing this small, all these little details. But yeah, I'm just really, really loving her. And so it's confession time. There was a Dollzone Jamie on the marketplace, and Dollzone Jamie is the Dollzone sculpt that's on this body. And it was a normal skin. I contacted the seller on DOA and made her an offer for the body alone, because I just want the bodies. Like I said, I could have 5 of these bodies, and wouldn't have any problem at all finding heads to put on them. But she didn't get back to me for a couple of days, or probably a day and a half, something like that. And, you know, I always get this kind of worry that I insulted people, and so they're not going to answer me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think I basically offered her the price for what they sell the body for on Alice's Collections. I looked that up. And she did say in the listing that she was okay with splits. So I figured I'll go ahead and try and see if she'll accept that. And she did. So, so that body is coming. It's going to be a normal skin, and there's a few different options for dolls that will go on that. It will either be, I'm hoping that it's going to work and look good with my Constantine head. She's a Lillycat Constantine, and she's in cream, but she's obviously yellowed. I think if I got a DollZone body in normal yellow, it'd probably be the absolute best. I think this is just normal skin though. Does DollZone just have normal, or is it normal yellow? I don't know. So we'll see. I've head swapped and put the Constantine head on the body just to make sure that I liked that aesthetic and that she looked good on it, just like Ombre does, and she does. She's stinking adorable. So, excuse me. It will either be her, it might be my Lila's head, the other option is it might be my Peabody, Seed Dolls Peabody head, who I've been calling Edmund. It might be him too. So there's some different options. I know what I forgot. I forgot these little antlers. So these little antlers I ordered quite a while ago. I want to say 2 or 3 months ago. 2 months at least, maybe longer. And they're on Etsy. Does it say their Etsy shop on there? BlissBJD it says on here.com. So I'm not sure if that's their Etsy or not. I'll try to remember to leave a link to their Etsy. But this is the packaging that this came in. It's super cute. Super, super cute. And yeah, they are super adorable on her. I'm not sure. I am going to paint them eventually. I'm not sure what color. I gotta decide for sure what doll's going to get them. She's claimed them for the moment, so we'll kind of see. But I've been wanting to order the antlers, and they have ears and antlers and some other types of magnetized resin accessories, and I've been wanting to order for them for a long time. They're not that expensive. The price is pretty good, but there's definitely a long wait time. I'm sure it's probably all hand casted and things. It took them a long time to even ship it. So I was assuming that they made it on demand, basically, that they don't have stock. I also got these little ears. Doll nudity warning. This girl isn't wearing any clothes right now. So this is my Lillycat Cerisedolls Constantine head, and she's been on this Doll Pam body, which I actually really like this hybrid a lot too. I think it's pretty cute. I want to make a corset for this body to fit this size, and we'll see if she stays on this one or if she ends up going to the new DollZone body that's coming in. I am just really, really enjoying my little chibi hybrid dolls though. I'm just really enjoying them. So what I wanted to show you were the ears. They're really freaking adorable, these little ears, which you can hardly see them because of the light. And they came, the magnets were not in them, you had to glue them in, which I appreciate because I can, I like being able to decide the polarities that I want, depending on who's going to wear them. I generally try to make my magnets compatible with the mini fees, the way that they do their magnets. But like it's frustrating with my not long soul doll. With my soul doll, she has a unicorn horn, and the magnet is a different polarity than my Lucy Wynn, so they can't share horns, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I love these ears. These antlers are a pair that I got secondhand, and they were by Sparrow's shop, and they were broken when I got them. And that was a long time ago, and I have no excuse for not having fixed them, because I think it would be easy to sculpt a little tip to put on there, and fire it and then glue it on. So I think that would be a pretty easy thing to do. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh, I just love my little chibis. They're so sweet. So we'll see who goes on what body and what happens. She's just so adorable. Such an adorable little doll. If there was anything else I was going to show you guys, there probably was. I just can't remember right now. I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up now, and I will. There's some tag videos that I want to make. I don't think I'll get to them tonight. I've got to go make dinner and things. So we'll see how I feel after that. But good night, guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.